Hey guys, Tim here. Something a little bit different on this channel. We've got a Series 1 RX8. So I've noticed that there isn't a lot of stuff on everything other than the engine. So if you want to see something specific, leave a comment, like and subscribe. But today we'll be tackling the ABS module, which is faulty on this car. So this is the ABS module. It's not the one from my car, it's from a wrecker. And this is the hydraulic side. This is the brawn of the ABS. This side here is the brain. This is the computer. So with my car, we realized we were getting fault codes because a fuse wasn't in the right slot. And when we put that fuse in the right spot, this motor was running continuously. So there was a problem with this side of the ABS module, which is the computer. So I asked my dad, who's an electrical engineer, that the motor was running all the time when the fuse was put in the fuse box. And he said that one of the components in this computer was permanently closed, which means it's running all the time. So I dug a little bit deeper into the computer that was on my car, and it turned out that one of the transistors was faulty. Now, they don't make that transistor anymore. So you either have to replace it, like the whole module, or repair the actual module in the car. So we had to find an equivalent transistor, or like this, we have to replace it in the car. So with the transistors in my car, we replaced it, which was pretty easy for us because we knew how to do all that stuff. But say you don't. You get a ABS module similar to this from a wrecker, and you figure out that you can put it in the car. But it's not always that simple. See, this isn't the same computer as the one in my car. It's a different year model, and we don't know if it's a different transmission. So it has different data for different transmissions and different year models. So what do? Well, you can either take it to a dealership and they try to reprogram it and charge you a load of money for it, or you can reprogram it yourself, which is what we're going to show you today. So you don't have to replace this bit of the ABS module, the brawn, the hydraulic system. You only have to replace the brain if need be, or vice versa. So instead of pulling out the ABS module from the car and then replacing it and plugging it in, seeing that it doesn't work, what I suggest is you just plug it in with the plug that's already there. Make sure you reprogram it right and it works, you've got no fault code. And then take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts that are holding the computer to the hydraulic side, and then installing it in the car. Okay, so now we've got to open our diagnostics tool for forescan. So you've got to have the extended license and the connector to the actual car. You've also got to switch the ignition on. So I'll do that now. Now that I've got the ignition switched on, I've got to come down to this button here. That's to connect to the vehicle. Now, we've done this before, but this probably won't show up, but I'll press just no for that. Is this vehicle equipped with DSC? Yes, it is. Now it's just scanning all of the modules, diagnosing it, everything. Alright, so now that it's done the ABS, oh no, here comes this. You don't have to change the name if you don't want to. So now you go to the, you got to go to configuration and programming. So you'll see the ABS module here, configuration, as built format, and you've got to press this play button, run service procedure. And that's fine. So take note of these numbers here. This is the most important part of all of it. This is what will turn it from mismatch to the same. Now you can come down here and stop service procedure. Come back to the car and disconnect from the vehicle, which is this button here. And now we've got to turn off the ignition and go to the front of the car. We've been to the front of the car and we've switched over our ABS module. Now, you don't have to switch over the entire module. You can only switch over just the plastic part or the metal part if need be. But we've already fixed our old one, so we don't need to, as we said at the start of the video. So now we're back in forescan, and the ignition's on, the thing's plugged in, and now we're connecting to the car. Same as last time, it's equipped with a DSC, and now it's reading all the modules again. So we'll just wait for that. The ABS has showed up. There should be one more, which is this. You don't have to rename it once again. And now we go to DTC, read DTC codes. Now there should be two codes here. This one will be for the steering wheel angle. We don't worry about that. It's this one that is the problem. Mismatch PCM and or ABS/TCS module. Now, to fix this, we've taken, well, you should have taken a photo from the old module. And now we go back to programming and configuration. We go to ABS again, and we press play. We say, okay. Now, these will be different to what you'll have, but they have to match the one that was already on there, the old codes. So for our one, it would be 8081 4100 FF6A. And then we press write code. Now, Forescan comes up with these warnings because what we're doing here is at our own risk and to not spend money at dealerships. But in my personal experience, I've had no problems doing this. Do you agree to stop the procedure? No. And now it's rewriting the code on the ABS module. It's programmed successfully. Turn the ignition on and off again. So I'll just do that right now. Turn the ignition back on and press OK. Now, if we go back to, first we gotta stop this. Now, if we go back to DTC, we go back to this, and then we press this button, which should clear the code. And then we press yes. Please cycle the ignition on and off and on again. Yep, since we've done that, now we should only have the steering wheel angle not found. And that's it. That's all. So the mismatch is now finished and we can sort out this code using the steering wheel method. All right, and there you go. So what happens for whatever reason you can't access the data on the ABS computer? Well, there's a website called motocraftservice.com/asbuilt, which has all the data for all the modules from when it was as built. Now, the ABS module is under BCE modules, and the module address is 28-01. And in our case, it was 808.1.4.100 FF6A. So you can use those numbers to reprogram the new ABS module if the original one was dead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and comment what video you'd like to see us make next.